Hi there, I had this dream some time back and I really love to share it with you. I'm not a writer or good with my writing and grammar. I would love to share it with you, no pressure. The clock on the microwave said 9 o'clock p.m. I stood in the shadow near the kitchen, and the house felt incredibly quiet, as if every sound had been swallowed by the walls. I looked up toward the second-floor landing, straining my eyes so I could barely see into the upstairs room where Niev was. I could hear her voice, and she was talking back to me as I spoke, but no matter how loudly or clearly I called, I couldn't seem to reach her. I kept walking around the ground floor, turning corners and peering into doorways, trying to find a way up to her room, but I couldn't find an entryway anywhere. She was right there, just beyond my reach. I could even see her shadow dripping into the wall of the ground floor, a dark silhouette that stretched like a line of ink across the plaster. Frustrated and confused, I went out the kitchen door to try and figure out how to get to her from the outside. Leaving the kitchen meant I was completely out of the house. I stepped onto the connecting circular road that ran in front of our place, and there it was, our house, looking exactly the same as it always does. I didn't know why I had stepped outside to look for her when I knew she was inside. It made no sense, so I decided to just go back in. But after a few steps, everything changed. I kept walking around and around that circular housing scheme, the pavement looping back on itself, the houses forming a perfect ring. I did the loop 4 or 5 times, looking right at my house each time, but I couldn't find the entrance. It was too familiar to not be there, yet I was entirely locked out. I gave up on the loop and walked toward another connected road that curved away from the central circle. That is where I found our black cat wandering on the asphalt. She has been with us for all 9 years, Niev and I have been together, through all the years of dating and our 1 year of marriage. I knelt down, picked her up, and the exact moment I lifted her, I was instantly transported quite a distance away. I was in a place I didn't recognize at all, a strange stretch of road that seemed to go on forever under a sky I'd never seen. With no other choice, I kept walking down this endless road, holding her, until finally the pavement looped back to the circular road where my house was. The cat brought me home. This time, I managed to get inside through a non-existent garage that just appeared where there had never been a door before. I walked into the bedroom and got into bed. Niev was fast asleep, her breathing steady, the room lit only by the soft glow of the night light. The main light was still on, so I turned the night light off and lay down to sleep. The next morning, Niev was just hanging around the house, scrolling on her phone, completely unaware of the night's bizarre journey. Everything felt completely normal. I decided to go to the grocery shop to get us something to cook for the day. I walked down the circular road to the small corner store. The bell above the door chimed as I walked in, a bright little sound that echoed off the tiled floor. The owner, who had run the shop for years, smiled from behind the counter as he bagged my groceries. "Heavy night?" he asked, his voice warm and familiar. I blinked, caught off guard. "Not really. Just didn't sleep well," I replied. The owner nodded, pushing the bag toward me. "Yeah, I figured. I saw you walking past the shop around midnight. You were carrying your black cat back home in the dark. Looked like you'd gone quite a distance." The air in the store suddenly went cold, a shiver that seemed to crawl up my spine. I looked out the window at the circular road, my throat completely dry, realizing I had never actually woken up.